So I would almost tell you that generally speaking, I think a lot of our challenge when it comes to race in America starts with the economics. We mentioned that earlier. Also, the self love. I truly believe that as Black people, we are not trained at an early age to truly love ourselves and to accept ourselves for who we are. I believe that we're taught to cover that up, hide it, put it out. Almost like when Janet Jackson started doing ballet and they told her booty was too big. There, in her mind at that time, there's nothing positive about having a big booty. Nothing. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a Black man. I married a woman that, she's got her curves, and I love that booty. And the reality is that that is a false belief that could be very limiting, very damaging to the point where something that may be an absolute blessing for you is interpreted as a curse. So rather than maximizing the blessing, you spend your time covering up the curse. You spend your time hating yourself. I hate my butt. I hate my. You ever see that? You ever see how sad it is when you see a Black girl who wants to look like a white girl and she hates her body her whole entire life? How miserable does that is that poor child? You got to take what you got. You got to take what God gave you and say, okay, well, what's the positives of this? Right? I got a big forehead. How do I make this work? Whatever, right? You got to find the positives and really leverage the positives instead of worrying about the negatives. Stop worrying about what's wrong with you. Stop worrying about where you come up short. Stop worrying about what you ain't good at. Stop worrying about what you wasn't born with. Focus on what you got. Even when it comes to wealth and resources, I see so many Black people that are so sad and so concerned about what we don't have that you don't pay any attention to what we do have. You're so busy playing defense that you ain't never spent no time playing offense. You got to move the ball. You got to just say, okay, well, this we ain't got this and we ain't got that, but it's no point in spending time thinking about what you don't have because you ain't got it. You don't have it. You do not benefit at all being obsessed with what you do not have. But you can benefit by looking at what you do have and saying, okay, we do have this and we do have this and I do have that, and let's work this sucker out, right? I'm not, I'm not an NFL athlete. I can't be Shannon Sharp, but I do have a PhD. I mean, he doesn't have a PhD, but I got one. Let me work this PhD thing. Let me run with that. So, what are your strengths? What are your values? Where's your self love barometer? Because I can tell you, self love is deeply connected to self confidence. People are very confident in the things that they love. If you know yourself, accept yourself, and love yourself, then you will be very confident in yourself. And the beauty of it is that it won't be false confidence. It won't be, it won't be insecurity covered up with extreme arrogance, like you see with some of these rappers. You'll be really confident because you really are confident. You won't be pretending to love yourself. You really will love yourself. So a lot of economics, actually, a lot of these conversations really link back to self love. I